The SBDC is a federal program of the Small Business Administration. We truly are here for small business. We're able to meet the demand. I hope more people reach out and know that we're in this together. We really, really are wanting to help.
All right, so we're here with CJ Seitz from the SBDC here locally. Welcome, CJ.
Thank you. It's nice to be here.
Awesome. Well, so you work with the SBDC and you've been interfacing directly with a lot of local businesses who are shocked at kind of what has happened over the last couple of weeks, myself being one of them. What are you seeing from local businesses out there in our community?
Oh, well, we're seeing a variety of different reactions. You know, as it was slow, we had the slow close because we had the restaurants immediately closing. Well, I feel like business owners are reacting positively. Most of the ones we're talking to, and they're acting swiftly, which is really great. So getting on top of what they need to do. One of the biggest themes that we're seeing is just the overall concern for their workers and how much they care for people that are working for them, and trying to understand the package of benefits that are coming out from the CARE Act and beyond so that they can apply them as best as possible to help themselves and their workers.
Can you talk briefly about what some of those things are for someone who's sort of just tuning in and trying to figure out how to navigate through this changing landscape? And is there some stability now that we're a couple weeks into this and some of the legislation has started to roll out? Like what are some options available to businesses locally?
So the best resources that are available for businesses right now is the Economic Injury Disaster Loan through the SBA website. Also the Payroll Protection Program, which you're going to need to go to your SBA lender to get, and that's going to cover your payroll costs. There's also the federal UI. So in about middle of April, they'll be opening up federal UI claims for that $600 a week. Those are the programs that are the most straightforward, immediate help that people can start diving into today.
Where can people find out? Is there a place where they can go to find all of these resources in one place?
You bet. On our webpage, there's a coronavirus resources page, and we're updating that continually with resources as they come out. We're fully expecting more, recovery package or stimulus package to come. We've been talking to federal legislators and that are being thoughtful about what needs to be in that next package.
Does the SBDC have a sense locally as to the impact, the economic impact of this whole situation?
You know, I talked to my team about that, and I don't know if we have a dollar sense at this point about what that impact is. I do know that the port working under Whatcom Unified Command has a survey out we want people to complete so that we can measure the impact. We don't know, but we are still hopeful that there'll be a more V-shaped recovery that will bounce back really fast. I think that if it doesn't go on past the summer, potentially there's more potential for that, and we get more recovery packages coming in. We're hopeful. We want to remain in that place, but it's as you know, the stay-at-home order is strict, and the essential businesses are very clear. So it's affected lots and lots of businesses.
How have you seen different businesses coping with this? Obviously, some of them are sort of in damage control mode right now, but I know some businesses are either overwhelmed with business or they are sort of pivoting to help support this new normal and trying to figure out how to best support our healthcare workers and other people out there. Do you have any stories that you could share that show kind of a business that's pivoted, a small business that's pivoted to really help out in this situation?
Sure. We've seen a couple. So we've heard about the distilleries making hand sanitizer. We've heard about some of that. Some of the manufacturers we work with are in conversation about repurposing their facilities for products. There's some industries that are, like you said, they're booming. So we've seen across the state, colleagues and I have been talking about like the biking industry that's been on bike repairs on the essential list. And so we've seen a boom there. Some of our businesses, restaurant businesses, have pivoted their model, and they're actually doing quite well with this new model. And so that they've been creatively thinking. We have other retailers in particular working together to create online presence and to create products coming together. So they've seen lots of creativity there. So that's what entrepreneurs do, right? They're creative. They look for opportunities, and we are excited for that next wave of a calm and some creativity coming out of that. New products, new ways of doing business. In that way, it's an interesting and fruitful time. Yeah.
What resources are available for small businesses? I know a lot of people are already aware of the SBDC. They may already be working with you, but for those not familiar with the SBDC, can you explain sort of who you are as a resource to the community and how people can learn more and take advantage of that service?
You bet, you bet. So the SBDC is a federal program of the Small Business Administration, and we tailor our program locally. So we're locally funded, and we're hosted by Western Washington University. So it's a pretty cool mix that comes together. And we are charged with helping the economic vitality of the small business community. And we do that mostly in this community with one-on-one confidential business counseling. We have 4 certified business advisors, and we meet for a variety of different reasons. Like harnessing opportunities or discussing different challenges. Lots of our clients have been with us for years and years and have relationships with the advisors so that they become like a trusted confidant in times of hardship or just questions in general. So that's what we do. And we've been also doing lots and lots of education, doing lots of webinars and just general education about the products that are available to people and how they can apply them.
I know that working with Eric Grimstad there at the SBDC and working with him since the beginning of Veritas when we started in Bellingham Tonight, it's definitely been a helpful resource and something that if business owners aren't taking advantage of this resource, they definitely should be, because there's an incredible wealth of knowledge and expertise, with your team that are available as a resource for them to use. So thank you for everything that you're doing in the community to support these local businesses.
Absolutely. It's our pleasure.
Is there anything you want to leave viewers with today as we kind of close here? Obviously, maybe do you have a glimmer of hope at all for the future of our local economy and businesses that you could share with us?
We were just talking about that in our team meeting about sort of to get our heads are sort of coming up and what are we seeing? What are some of the trends that we're seeing? Where are there bright spots? And some of them that we've been talking about is businesses getting deeper into their financials and deeper and more educated about how their business functions financially. And that's been good for us to see because we've been in a big boom lately, right? And so it's good for folks to remember to be managing from data. We see a different way of doing business too, creative and open minds. We've from working at home, it's working for so many people. So what could be different there? Saving overhead and creating virtual teams. And lots and lots of stories of people coming together and to help each other. And I think those relationships are going to build over time, and we'll see some really good stuff come from that.
What can people do, average consumers in the community, how can they be supportive to small businesses right now?
I think it's just being mindful of our purchases, and how we are consuming, and can we just ship those locally? We're seeing lots of, to-go orders with different restaurants, clients that are offering gift cards so that they could help with their cash flow during this time. And I think just and just calling and checking in with, and asking how you can help, and starting the conversations. I'm hoping that more people do that and just reach out and see how folks are doing. So I want people to keep doing that and keep seeing each other as resources. And I'm hoping that more and more people could talk about what we do too, because we truly are here for small business. We're able to meet the demand. We've been shortening up our time. So if you can help get the word out about our webpage that we're acting as the hub for the local business resources for the community. So if we can keep driving people there, we're continuously updating it. And then we're sending out weekly newsletter reminders, as well as asking people to get on our Facebook page, because we're posting critical information there every day too. So just, yeah, I hope more people reach out and know that we're in this together. We really, really are wanting to help.
Well, CJ, thank you so much for being willing to talk with me today and participate. And thanks for all the work that you're doing for our small business community here in Bellingham.
Thank you for the work that you're doing, Josh. It's a nice thing that you're doing, getting the word out. We really appreciate the work that you're doing.